on to try a game-winning field goal. Never attempted a field goal at Texas State. Moved to Arkansas, was a kickoff specialist. This is a 64-yard try. Good snap, good hold, line drive, hit. Jay, you want to do it? 62? Do it.
How about a 62-yarder? Snaps down, clean hold, kick is up, and it is good! Build him the statue right now!
Let's freaking go, baby! We got Jake Bates joining the show.
It's up time,
This
man.
is so good. Hey, Jake, thank you so much for joining us here, man. We are so excited to be able to ask you a couple questions. Obviously, you just saw the highlights. You kicked a 62 and a 64-yarder. I don't know how I don't have a smirk on your face just watching those highlights again. I want to ask you this. We heard it in that. Coming out of high school, I've not kicked a field goal since high school. You were a kicker, but not kicking field goals in college at both your two stops. Talk to me about your journey from high school to the UFL.
Yeah, first off, thank you guys for just having me on. But yeah, so I was soccer only until, I guess, 2020 is when I made the switch to football. And so I would go to the high school. I knew I wanted to keep playing sports, but I was done with soccer. And so I would go to the high school where I'm from in Tomball and make video and just send it out to like every coach in the country, just asking for a chance to walk on. And Nick Whitworth at Texas State reached out and was like, hey, keep sending me film. And so from there, I just kept sending him film, and he was like, you know, we have a walk-on spot if you want it. And that was like the craziest thing in the world to me, that I was going to get that chance. But sure enough, went to San Marcos for 2 seasons, graduated there, and then took my chance in the portal and ended up at Arkansas, which I really loved my time there, but it just wasn't my time to kick field goals at either one of those stops. And there was something that was hard in the moment. And even looking back, it's still like, why, a question why I went here, why I went there. But, I think God's plan is perfect, and his timing is so much better than ours. And it's so cool to see, that he's had this plan for me. But yeah, both of those stops I'm super grateful for. Learned a lot behind 2 really good kickers that I'm still very good friends with, and I still bounce a lot of ideas off of. And and then I came out trying to get into the NFL, and obviously I didn't have any field goal experience in college, but I thought I was capable of at least getting a shot, and I have an agent that believes in me, and we just never gave up, kept working, and Michigan gave us a chance, and trying to do everything I can with it.
Amen.
I love that. Amen is right. Hey, it's Sunday, y'all. And my boy
That's
just
right.
dropped
Hey,
a word for you, right?
Yes,
My
sir.
God. Yes, he will. All right, Jake. So the beautiful part about that, and I was talking to Dopp about this, is the journey, right? The reward is within the journey, not the actual thing that you are given at the end. And you've learned a lot through this journey, and now you're hitting 60-yard field goals in Ford Field, the same place where Justin Tucker holds the NFL record for the longest field goal ever kicked in the league.
I didn't need that. I didn't need you to remind me of that, Skubie. You know I'm a Lions fan.
Big Lions fan
Okay.
here, so I have to do it to you. But what is the difference from kicking in a place like Ford Field to a natural field in the grass that fans might not understand? Because there's a lot of success for kickers in Ford Field.
Yeah, first off, Ford Field is just an unbelievable stadium just in its own. But the turf is really, really nice there. It's a little forgiving. But then, like you mentioned, the natural grass, like in DC, just with the soccer on that field and the rain and the football, the field gets beat up a little bit more than a turf field. And so you pick your spots on a field like that where maybe there's a little bit more grass than dirt, and you might have to just kind of move a little bit. But, I have so much trust in my operation with Jordan and Brock that no matter where I want the ball to be, it's going to be right there. And they're gonna do their job really well, and then it's gonna be up to me from there.
Heck yeah, man.
Jake, you nailed 2 60-yard field goals in consecutive weeks. And your PR team, the Panthers, they're good. They searched the web pretty well. They showed you this tweet mid-game, and I'm not sure if you know this, but the man who tweeted that tweet is standing right beside me, Mr. Skubie Mageza. Kid's he's on his dimes.
You heard?
What was your reaction to seeing that live?
I don't know. I mean, it was right after the game, and I think we lost that game, so it was kind of like a weird feeling, I guess. But no, seeing that was just weird because, I mean, I don't know. It's just weird that
Yeah.
History.
I think it's kind of a weird stat because a lot of kickers can do that. It's just they don't get the opportunity, and I just happened to get the opportunity 2 weeks in a row, where the ball lined up at the right yard line, the timing was right, where it was in the half or end of game that the coach let us go out there and try it, and then obviously Coach Nolan having the trust in me to be able to get it done is awesome, and I'm glad I was able to do it. But yeah, seeing that little stat was a little overwhelming, I guess, and all my friends were sending it to me after the game and stuff like, this is crazy, and but yeah, I mean, it's cool. I just hope I can keep it going, and just can't wait to see what's next.
I also hope you can keep it going, Jake, but I got to ask you this question, right? You're not just a living legend. I feel like your foot has become a living legend. What do we do for like post-game, right? Do you give it a rub down every game? Do you have like a CBD oil, an ice bath, a heat wrap? What do you do? Because you've got to make sure that this thing stays in prime condition, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty consistent with my recovery and stuff like that, and I try to be with the strength staff here, who's really good with working with me with what I think I need my body to go through, and obviously they're the experts, so they help me with what I don't know. But yeah, just getting flushes after the game to get my legs back under me. The coach is taking care of me during the week, not making me kick 100 balls a week. But making me kick enough to where I feel ready for the game. And I'm just in a really blessed position to be able to have a staff around me that, helps me get my body back every week. And the training staff is unbelievable. And like you said, the ice bath thing, I like ice bathing 2 days before the game. I do that every week, and I have my kind of little things, but yeah, I have a great staff around me that really helps me get ready for game day as well as the rest of the team.
Dude, we talk about, especially with quarterbacks, right? It's all about hand size. How big is your hand span? Yeah. I want to ask you this as a kicker. Does it make a difference how big your foot is? You got a Shaq size 13 out there. You got a 7.5. Does it make a difference what you're doing?
From what I've learned, and I'm not I didn't grow up kicking, so I didn't grow up like a kicking guru, but what I've learned through the years is there is almost a point where your foot can be a little too big. And luckily I'm not at that. The size is really big where it'd be too big. I wear a 10.5, which is a little bigger than a lot of kickers, I think.
Yes.
But no, I mean, there's definitely kind of a sweet spot, and that's probably around that 9-10-ish range. I don't know.
If there's a sweet spot for feet, Jake, you certainly have it. Let me just say that right now. You definitely do.
Same here, 10.5. Yeah.
Jake, not gonna lie. If my mortgage or my life savings depended on it, which isn't much for the record, and I needed one kick to be made, I'd probably pick your ass. But I need to know who you would pick if you needed a kicker to make one kick in the clutchest moment of all time. Who is your kicker?
Good question.
I mean, it's got to be Justin Tucker, right?
Okay.
He's the greatest to ever do it. He continues to do it year after year. Obviously, there's other guys in there like Daniel Carlson and Brandon Aubrey now, who are just unbelievable kickers. But I mean, I don't think I could go away from Justin Tucker if my life depended on it.
That's a tough one for me, Jake, because I don't know if there's a bigger fan of the Michigan Panthers on this show than me. Being from Michigan, and Justin Tucker, again, being a huge Lions fan, did that to my Detroit Lions. What about Jason Hanson? Because my goal right now, I got to tell you, I went to NFLshop.com. Lions could use a kicker. Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, Jake, this jersey looks pretty good. I know you're not allowed to talk to NFL teams. You're not allowed to do any of this stuff. I just want to say, you mentioned it earlier. It's all about you didn't have opportunities earlier in your career to be able to do these as field goals. This is what the UFL is all about. Opportunities to get to the next level is the plan for you to hopefully get to the NFL along with a bunch of other guys and keep this football career going.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's in the Lord's will, I'm excited to live whatever He has for me set out. And if that's being in the NFL, whenever it may come, I'm excited for that. That's obviously the dream. That's the goal. And but right now, I'm really excited that I'm a Michigan Panther, and then our team is doing a lot of really good things. Our offense is clicking. Our defense is playing unbelievable. And we're looking to make, hopefully a good playoff run. And we clinched playoff a week or two ago. And man, I'm just really excited to be a Michigan Panther, and we're having a lot of fun out there.
Heck yeah.
All right, Jake, this is where I make my money. It's not much, but we're going to play a game that everybody's been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Baits or Weights. Jake, you're probably like we got 8 heads. We do. But the premise of this game is to determine or to guess whether this value is greater for baits or it is greater for weights. Sound good? So we got some questions coming at you, all right? Our first one, Jake Bates, is your 60-yard field goals combined greater than or less than the weight of a Panther? Baits or weights, Jake?
Gotta be less.
So you're going weights?
You gonna go weights, Jake?
No, he's going.
I'm gonna go weights.
Oh, I thought he was going bait. Oh, I got what you're saying. All right.
I'm going Bates. I'm riding with you, bro. I'm going that. What's the answer?
60-yarder, 60-yarder, 60-yarder. You're talking about 180. Panthers don't weigh 180 pounds, do they? I'm going to say Jake Bates.
The answer is Bates.
Yes. Love it. Love it.
Have some faith in yourself. Come on,
that
Jake.
That total is high. Jake, question number 2. Baits or weights, the total yardage of field goals made this season or the world record for a single deadlift? Jake Bates, baits or weights?
A single deadlift? I feel like you have to go. It wouldn't be up there if it wasn't close, at least.
Baits or weights, Jake?
I'm gonna go with the weights.
Okay,
I'm gonna give the weightlifters some credit here.
Scooby.
We're riding with weights. I know it's up there. I know deadlift. People do a lot of those.
I don't know what a deadlift is, but I'm going to say weights because you guys sound confident.
The answer is weights. Jake, for your own knowledge, that is the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow.
Holds the world record for single deadlift. Jake, we're brewing here. We're halfway through. We're at halftime. Question number 3, Jake Bates. Baits or weights? Jake Bates' average field goal distance or the NFL Combine record?
Ooh, I know this one's close.
Baits or weights, Jake?
I feel like that has to be field goal.
Okay.
We're going Bates?
He's going Bates.
I'm going Bates.
I as well am going to go Bates. I can't imagine it's more.
The answer.
Come on.
Is.
Give me a Jake.
Yeah! It was
51 reps.
Jay, you
Who did 51 reps?
You were averaging
51 reps?
That's
51 reps. How many can you do, Jake?
I might get lucky if I can do one.
Attaboy, baby.
Come on, man. You can give me one. You can give me one.
You got it, Jake. All right, we're taking us home. Our last Bates or weights question of the day. Jake Bates, combined field goal distance from his perfect week 6 versus Arlington or teammate Ryan Nelson's weights. Jake, you are on the hot seat. Bates or weights?
Man, Ryan Nelson, I follow him on his Instagram's really active with what he eats at home. He's always eating something good.
What's he eat? What's he eat, Jake?
I mean everything you could think.
Oh,
of.
perfect. Everything you put on the table, he's eating it.
No, not like that. Like I mean, he's always having like steak, like chicken wings. Like he's eating good.
You convinced me. I'm going. If he eats that much, I'm going weights.
I'm not trying to. I love Ryan. He's the funniest person in the world.
Bates or weights, baby?
I'll go field goal.
Okay, you're going Bates. Daniel.
I'm going to stick with Jake as well, and I'm going to go
Weights.
Stick with
I'm
your
the only
man.
one.
The answer.
Come on.
Rollies. Yeah, it is.
Let's go! Let's go!
You got him by
Undefeated in this. I am undefeated in the Bates or Weights segment. Let's go.
Jake, you're welcome, my friend. That's what we do here on UFL Today.
Look at
Hey,
this
we
guy.
even got a sick picture. How awesome is that?
That's the best teammate you could ever ask for. He is the absolute best, man.
Well, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
You're the best, Jake.
Seriously. Jake, thank you so much for joining us, man, on UFL Today. We have loved being able to watch your success so far this season. We hope you guys make a really deep playoff run. And guess what? I hope on Sundays, we all get to be watching you in the fall.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Good luck, brother.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.